Hello, I'm Bunnery.
I'm Brad Mower.
And this is IFXtra. So here we are into June already. Can you believe it? And the weather's taken a little bit of turn for the cold, but you know, we're getting heat waves a bit later on, I think, so we should be okay. But you know, people are starting to go out and about a little bit more, aren't they?
I thought we'd already had a heat wave. Was that not a heat
Yeah,
wave
we
earlier
did.
this week?
We did, yeah, but apparently we're having 7 through the summer, so get a bit of cool, a bit of heat. It's quite nice that way. Anyway, now that it's cooler, what have you been doing this week?
So yeah, we managed to get some interference updates done this week. A few based on player suggestions. So we've got
good.
things like an adjustment to how items are sorted on profile pages.
Oh, okay.
In that they previously were sorted by the date that you did them, but then because games don't always finish in order,
true.
It might be that an item from a game that has just finished was actually a few behind other items.
Right, okay.
Anyway, point is, on your profile, when you're looking at it, you'll see the items in the order that you drew them, or describe them, obviously. But if you're looking at someone else's profile, you'll see them in the order that they became visible in the gallery, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's kind of more logical, really.
Okay.
I've also done a quick thing with keyboard shortcuts. Had some suggestions on Discord for a few bits and pieces like that. Some adjustments for the undo, because you can, on the website, you can actually do Control-Z and Control-Y for undo and redo. There was a request for, could we do that without the control key as well, just to make it easier. So that works as well if you press Z and Y. And then also, could we have X being next to Z for redo? So if you wanted to, you could just be like undo, redo, really quickly.
Cool. I haven't tried that.
So we threw that in there.
Cool.
Also, it was suggested maybe number keys for pen size. You know, why not?
Right.
So now, if you go 1 to 6 on your keyboard, that will do the different pen sizes in order.
Amazing.
On the keypad as well, because I know some people might draw with their mouse and have their hand on the keypad, so you can use numbers there. You know, because I thought that might be helpful. So yeah, thank you very much for those suggestions. If you do have anything else you'd like to see, either drop it in the forums or post it on Discord. That's kind of the wrong way around, isn't it? Either post it on the forums or drop a message in Discord, and we'll see what we can do. Aside from suggestions from all of you, exciting times, I have written the first bit of code for the Interference app version 5.
So the Android app, you mean?
Well, it's going to be Android and iPhone.
Wow.
We're going to do Windows as well, don't worry, it's all good. Yeah, basically, I've started that internally, because no one really looks at version numbers. Internally, the current version of the game is version 4. So this is kind of the next big update. And so it's going to be like a cross-platform thing. So there's going to be this on Android and iPhone, if it all goes to plan. And there'll be some like behind the scenes changes to make it like work a bit better and look a bit better, etc., etc. There'll be a matching Windows app update as well. It's just that is a separate thing. And after that's done, might do some website updates as well, depending on how it goes. So we will have to see how that goes.
We've never had an iPhone version, have we?
Yeah, I mean, I got close to getting it working before, but there were some issues, so we never put it out. But this is kind of like a fresh build, like from scratch, of the Android app, which should then work better on iOS. Anyway, etc., etc. But the key thing is, I have actually started it. Yes, so there we go.
Amazing, cool.
There's a home feed at the moment, so you know it gets stuff from the server and shows it in the app. So you know that's a start, isn't it?
Cool.
So yeah, I'm hoping to kind of get a good chunk of time on that next week, but you know we'll have to see what happens. Every time I set aside a big chunk of time, something happens. So you know, we'll see. We'll see. No specific deadline for when that's going to be done, but I would really like it if we could get it done slightly before the end of the month. We'll have to see.
Birthday time.
Birthday time. 28th.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be 10 on the 28th. How scary is that?
I know. Okay, now it's time to see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to Interf 43502 for ostrich face. It's just so arresting when you see that picture. He's just got such a happy face. I love his eyelashes too. That's amazing. Well done.
My favourite description this week was, "You may now hiss the bride" by Velvet Angst. It's a simple pun, but it's perfect for the drawing. Love it. Nice work, Velvet Angst.
Community pick of the week this week goes to Heraclium for Sexy Darth Vader. That's amazing. I love the shiny outfit and the big lightsaber. That's amazing, Heraclium. Well done. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
Okay. Now, what were we talking about last week in the forums? So last week I was asking you, what's your favourite colour? What colour do you like to wear? And are there any colours that you would never wear? I mean, I really like black and white, and maybe grey, at a push.
You're really into black and white,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I've got a bit of grey on today. But I would never wear red, I just don't like red.
You say that, but
No.
I have a red hoodie that
Yeah.
you've claimed, and it really suits you.
I do pinch it sometimes because it's warm.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I just tend to wear sort of floral shirts all the time at the moment, really. But,
You really do.
But something that surprised me, I mean, I'm not wearing it today. I'm wearing the 8th birthday shirt. Last year, for the 9th birthday shirt, I got one in kind of like, would you call it teal?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Colour I never would have tried before.
Looks really
and
nice on
I
you.
can't even remember why I got the teal one. And it's really good.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah, so that's quite interesting. But I mean, traditionally, I'm sort of more about purple and grey.
Yeah.
So,
There's a bit of orange thrown in now and again.
if you've ever seen one of our business cards, they're basically purple and grey, which is where that comes from. But we've had a few
We've had loads
responses
of
with
responses to
a
this one.
variety, so
Yeah.
a quick selection of them.
Okay, Banana says, my favourite colours are orange and blue, and I wear a lot of blue, black and grey, and I really, really don't like the colour pink.
I've got a pink, like, actual shirt, like not a t-shirt, a proper shirt. I think that's quite nice, quite suits me.
Yeah.
But it depends, doesn't it? Yeah. Grandma Gail says, my favourite colour is blue. I love almost every shade of blue, especially aquamarine and tealy blues.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, teal. Looking in my closet is a bit like looking at the sea of blue.
That sounds lovely.
Nice. I do have other colours and prefer dual tones, deep greens and burgundy, etc.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Tom Darrington said, my favourite colours are purple and blue, every shade of them.
Yeah, agree on the purple, definitely.
Yeah.
Cozy Critter saying green and teal again. Yeah,
very popular.
my favourite colours, not just to wear though, my favourite colours in general. Pretty to look at and nice to draw with.
Yeah. Amber's favourite colour is purple again, but she wears more blue. And if she was allowed to wear multiple colours, she'd just wear a rainbow.
I suppose that solves the problem, doesn't it?
Yeah, you've got
I
everything in
approve
there.
of all this purple usage though.
And Mary Cricket likes to wear a lot of black. I agree with you there, I like a lot of black. But they also like silver for cars and blue for bedroom walls and orange in nature. Just a few examples.
Orange in nature. See, now I picked that one just to talk about because it, orange in nature is very cool, isn't it? Because it's like, foxes. Because they're like
kind of
a really
orangey.
interesting orange colour, but also leaves in autumn or fall if you're in the US. And it's such kind of a striking colour. It's beautiful, yeah. My favourite one of all of these was Josh Posh, who said, who said, I have to say that green is my favourite colour. I love it more than blue and yellow combined. I thought that was amazing. I love it.
Thank you,
Fantastic
Josh.
stuff.
Okay, now we're going to see what we're doing next week in the forums. This week, Velvet Angst has started a forum game, and it's so brilliant, we're going to go with it. It's going to be the game of the week. So, here are the instructions. You must create a sentence using the last word of the last person's post, but only using your predictive text if on your phone. For example, Becky and I are going to the movies with my pet otter. Otters are so cute, but not as much as graphic designer, and so on. I'll start. You can't buy happiness, but you can call me ranch dressing.
If you'd like to chime in with that, just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list.
Cool. Now don't forget, tomorrow night is quiz night, normal quiz night. So we've got 5 rounds, 5 different topics.
Yeah, if you've not seen this before, every Sunday night at 7 p.m. UK time over on our Mixer channel, mixer.com/interference, we run Zeitgeist, the interference quiz of the week. It's like a live interactive quiz show, except instead of shouting your answers at the screen, you can actually play along against the rest of the audience and get on the leaderboard.
Yeah, get lots of points. Guess who won last week?
Well, go on, tell me.
Jess Pointy-Cattiers won last week.
Actually, I think it was a draw.
Oh, and the goose. Yeah, you're right. They both won. They both got 170. Whoa. And then Callum was second and K9 that was third. Nice mix up of different people there.
Yeah, fantastic work there. Well done, Jess and Goose.
Okay, would you like to know who I've chosen for this week's round?
Yeah, so each round is based on one of the week's drawings from interference, and we won't find out until the night. Bunnery writes the questions and picks all of this. I don't know, I just turn up and see what happens. So we won't know what the topic's going to be until the night, but you can tell us the featured artists.
Yeah, this week we're featuring Lobo Whoop, Tammy Judd, the Gudetama, Hello, and some person called Breno.
Oh, well, that doesn't normally happen. I'm trying to think what I've drawn this week that might be.
Could be anything.
I don't know. Okay, well, that's interesting. Well, I have to wait until Sunday night to find out what that is.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
But we did have some quizzes in the middle of the week this week, didn't we? On Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, so on Tuesday we had 20 questions on food and drink, and Goose finished in first place on 161, followed by K9 Bat on 153, tied with Kitten Ramen, and then Mo was in third place on 144.
That was a cool round, wasn't it? I enjoyed that one.
It was, yeah.
And then Thursday was Famous People. And the winner was that one was K9 Bat with 173. Goose was second with 172 and closely followed by NCAM 170. So next week we're going to have 2 more midweek quizzes, and on Tuesday we're doing Harry Potter for all you fans out there, and Thursday we're doing 80s films because somebody asked for that one. Might have been Stiffy Cat or something like that. Somebody's asked for 80s films.
Possibly.
I can't remember who it was, but yeah, that's what we're having next week.
So yeah, the midweek quizzes, Tuesday and Thursday, still at 7 p.m. UK time on mixer.com/interference. But as you can tell, we let you know what the topic's going to be in advance. And it's one topic, 20 questions. So if you'd like to join us for that, that'd be pretty awesome. We'd love to see you over there.
Okay, is that all the news for now?
I think that's it, yeah.
Okay, just goes to say.
Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved at playinterference.com. And also follow us on Twitter at PlayIFX or on Facebook at PlayInterference. We've also now got a Patreon page at patreon.com/interference if you want to give us a bit of monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game, building in new features, working on this new version of the app, building up the quiz, and all of these other things. We do really appreciate your support, and patrons get supporter status within Interference, so you get access to some other cool features like replays and things. And also, if you're a quiz player, you get your own custom entrance shout out from Ava when you join the quiz each week.
Turn up, yeah, it's fantastic. Okay, that's it for now. So we'll see you again next Saturday.
Yeah, have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.